There's a switch in the back here, and it turns the main power on. It's fairly simple. You have these readings that show up, and right now it's saying that the gap width is 8 millimeters or 7.9, and the RPM, this is how fast the jaws grind your material, is at 600 RPM. I'm not really sure how this affects our grinding, but 600 is pretty standard, so let's keep it at that. Just so you know what this means, it's in metric system, so 8.8 millimeters is about 0.8 centimeters, which is about like 1/8 of an inch, I think. But you can look in here and actually observe the gap. Now I'm going to move this lever here. Okay, and if I move it in, the numbers are going down. And the gap is getting narrower. So you can visually see how fine you're going to be grinding your material. And so if I set it here, which is 2.1 millimeters, anything that you put inside this machine will be ground to fit that gap. Okay. So now I'm set this, and I'm gonna make it a little finer, like maybe say 0.5 millimeters. So in general, what would be nice, what's beneficial for us is probably between 2 millimeters to 0.1 millimeters. That's a really fine powder to a grainy powder. Anything more would be very chunky. So now I have these fossils I dug out. And what fits in this hole basically is what you can put in. So the maximum size as the machine rates is 4 millimeters by 4 millimeters, which is about 2 by 2 inch. Later I'll put a tape up here that has the dimensions so you can check. But this is also like a nice check. If it fits in here, it should be good to grind. So once you set the gap width and the speed now, and make sure this is closed. Also make sure this tray here, this is where your powder comes out. Make sure it's clean before you use it. I didn't clean it too well, but let's make sure it's very clean. And then also, this isn't closed. You have to, it's a little hard, but you have to shove it in. Otherwise, the machine won't start. So make sure it's all the way in. And then you want to first start the machine before putting in anything inside. So let's see what this does. Okay, so you heard the sound change. It was grinding the little block, and now after that sound is gone, it should be all pulverized. Always stop the button and then check the powder. So now it's a fine powder. And yeah, so this you can put into a container that you bring in, and label it what it is and use it for your own experiments. When you're done, maybe just give it a nice damp wipe with a paper towel, and also imagine that's clean. Also then turn off the main power just in case and look inside here. And if there's any noticeable I don't know, dust or some dirt in there, just take a little damp cloth and just kind of wipe it off for the next person. Always wear a mask because you don't know what's inside of what you're grinding, and there might be some silica, metals, maybe even some asbestos-like materials. So as long as we're N95 mask, we're safe, but make sure you wear a mask. Okay, thanks.